Magic happens. Osborne, October 22nd, 2013. The ripple effect is everywhere. You open your eyes, you look around, you see who comes into your life. Whether it's like in my life, I own 2, now 4 toy stores, locally owned specialty stores. My business partner passed away about 8 years ago. I had to run them on my own. I started opening my eyes, looking at people who were truly coming into my life. Harper Drolet, a little 10-year-old with rhabdomyosarcoma, approached me and said, "Christine, you need to gather up toys for Happy Wheels cart at Medical University. They don't have any. Every Thursday, children at the hospital, every child gets a toy, a free one, off the cart, and there's hardly any. We have to make that magic happen." I'm like, let's do it. How are we going to do it? We ended up doing a little Facebook contest. All of a sudden, within 1 week, we had 7,000 or 10,000 people click like, and I ended up going to New York, going to the toy fair, talking to local vendors and national vendors, and then within 3 months later, they delivered 10,000 toys. Harper Drolet passed away 3 months later. That was her legacy. She was so excited. For the next 2 years, all these children at Medical University are going to get a free toy. Their endorphins go up, the nurses come in, the patient is smiling, the parents are smiling, the doctors are smiling. It moves on and on and on, and the children get better quicker. That's a ripple effect from one child. Even set up an endowment, her family did. We do events at our store, and we sponsor and have the endowment there, and they gather up monies. This year, just a few years after Harper has passed, they have uncovered a link in the DNA strand, and they're doing clinical trials to stop soft tissue cell cancer. It's amazing. We end up have Christian Drolet came in. Christian's a Down syndrome child. He is not even educable, he's trainable. He showed me the pottery. He said, could barely look at me and said, "Please share this with everyone. Will you sell it?" I looked at the pottery. I'm an occupational therapist by trade. I worked with Downies when I was a child. I looked at it, I said, "Absolutely, Christian, this pottery looks like somebody who's been doing it for 20 years and you're only 18 years old. Ended up, he's now in 5 galleries. His monies go to local charities, go to the local Down Syndrome Association. He even won a Silver Telly Award the other day for a production that was done on him by Joni Eareckson, and is being shown by PBS. Children can see, and everybody in the world can see, what this one child has done and what effect he has, and motivates other folks who have Down syndrome children or children with disabilities. It goes on and on. We ended up having Keys for Hope. We have these wonderful, magnificent children came in. They're like, "We're selling embellished keys. Will you do it? Will you help us sell them in your 4 stores?" And these keys are embellished with just any little doodad, and people buy them for $5 a piece. Within the last 2 years, we've been selling them, and the money goes to fund the New Crisis Ministry in Charleston, South Carolina. They need $1 million more, and these kids are already $60,000 underway just by selling keys. And they don't just do it. They go to schools. They go to churches. They end up going to camps. They have other kids making it. Kids are feeling good about what they're doing. They know that the money goes to the homeless. Little Zach Bonner came to our store, and they ended up doing a movie called The Little Red Wagon. The child was 10, walked across the United States. Every homeless child he met, he gave them a backpack. In that backpack were essentials: a toy, first aid kit, shoes, socks. Ended up a little bit of food. Those kids, those homeless kids, ended up getting that. He ended up packing those backpacks. He ended up coming here and meeting 23 wonderific Community Service Award kids that we selected who had done brilliant things in the community. He shook their hand. They were recognized. They ended up coming back the next day and said, "I'm not going to just help this one organization I'm helping with Alzheimer's. I'm going to go start doing things for pet helpers." The recognition causes a rippling to happen. You put one child in the center, It causes other people to take notice, whether it's their friends, it's their parents. Just by saying yes and by my opening my eyes, I learned that magic happens. When that ripple comes from the source, all of us are the source. If we open our eyes, we find the passion that is within us. Out comes the heart. Those children have shown me what heart is. They have it around me every day when they come in with ideas. I don't ever tell them no. So one of the most major things for the ripple effect for the community is, and it's going to affect the future so much, is that when these children come in and they ask you and they have an idea, don't tell them no, encourage them. Once their heart shows, their passion shows, that magic happens. Rippling is the least of what occurs. That is what the ripple effect is. Charleston, South Carolina is so blessed to have all these children in the community doing such wonderful, fantastical things. It makes my heart feel good. Thank you so much for caring, giving us this opportunity and this platform to share the message. Rippling happens, magic happens, heart happens, and that's what life's about. Thank you.